Welcome back to Hey Biz Buds podcast, where six business buddies come together and discuss real life matters on work and personal. So, for today's episode, I'm your host, Fitri, and today we have Liana,
Hi.
Eleanor, Remy, and
Hi.
AJ.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
hello,
Woo,
hello,
woo, woo, woo,
hello.
woo,
Wow.
woo. So we're gonna discuss about the future of solopreneur. It sounds like a
Ooh.
very heavy topic. I
Mm.
just found out this morning.
Mm.
So but let's have an easy to consume discussion, okay, guys? So I don't have a main
Okay.
person over here, but I'm just gonna open some questions to the floor and let's see where the discussion goes. So I just want to share that I've recently had the pleasure to work with different solopreneurs,
Mm.
and I feel
Mm.
that there has been a rise on solopreneurs now or slash content creators. And I think, um, I mean, Renee can say something here because she's been in business for 10 years. And I'm sure she has seen how this group of solopreneurs evolve, over the years. And I think right now, this year or starting last year, the solopreneurs, content creators, all of these people, they are rising. People are choosing to start their own brand, start their own business. And it's not necessarily to sell something.
Mm.
We have content creators who just wants to build a brand, and that's it. And
Yes.
of course, if they plan to maybe earn an income, they can look into affiliate marketing. We have Shopee marketing, we have TikTok marketing. There's so many different ways, many
Mhm.
cool ways, passive ways to earn some bucks. And I like to ask, open the question to everyone here: why? Why do you think people have ventured into this solopreneuring, or another term to call it starting their own brand?
Mm. Okay.
What do you
Okay.
think?
That's a very good observation, Fitri, because I think maybe I'll just share a bit. Last year towards the end, I was in this conference, I would say, in terms of like, okay, because we're all based in Singapore, it's the Singapore's labor movement. So I was in part of the conference. And interestingly, they had conversations saying that they see a rise, okay, they see a rise or a trend on freelancers as well as self-employed people.
Yeah.
So one of the
Mm-hmm.
reason of the rise is that because nowadays, I mean, we're living in a digital age.
Yep.
Information is everywhere. Information is so easy to access. Even babies know how to use your phone, guys. Okay, so it's a bit, I mean, I don't know how you choose to see it. It could be, revolutionary. It could be scary. Whatever you feel, it's, we all respect your thoughts. But because of that access, people who are from or used to be employed, who are employees, right? Employees, they now know that there is another, I would say like another path for them to go.
Yep.
Which is whether they want to do it based on passion or whether they want to run it for profit only. So they know that there is there's an access to them compared to back then, when most of them are employees, and that's the only way that we know. And also, I think the demographic, like nowadays, Gen Zs, Gen Alphas,
Yeah.
they are very individualistic.
Yeah.
They're very driven with their own, I don't know, their own
Ideas,
thoughts,
yeah.
ideas, and they are more, what do you call it? They are more, what's that word? See lah, I forgot the word. They are more positive, or they're more
Resourceful?
not resourceful.
Self-driven.
Optimist?
Yes, they're more driven. They're more driven to
Okay.
like work for themselves rather
Yeah,
than working
true.
for someone
Yep.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yes.
think it's good that, like Fitri, you brought up that, you've seen a rise. And I think based on statistics, that is also a rise that the employees or the employee portion, right, they are slowly like jumping into the self-employed or
Yep.
like the freelance area. I'm not sure whether those are the people that you've met, are they employees or are they already self-employed or freelancers? Fitri,
I
ask.
mean, most of them, there's a mix of them. So some
Mm.
of them are full-timers
Yep.
and then trying to explore on the solopreneuring. So they're
Mm.
trying to work on their hobby, work on their passionate
Mm.
stuff. There's another one that totally know that the being employee is not something that they want to do, and they want to make solopreneuring work.
Yep.
So how? So
Yeah.
I have that two different demographic, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
And
mentioned that one of the reasons is that they see. another form of income
Yep.
Yes.
for them
Correct.
to embark. What about the
Yes.
rest of you? Like, is there another advantage or another benefit to solopreneuring or starting your own business? Actually, we can just ask ourselves, right? Why so serious? Why did we
Yeah.
start our personal brand?
But that's very deep question. Like I think sometimes people come from the very core of their
Yeah.
existence, right? Like whenever they do everything, like if to be in line with Renee's past word of the year, she was being intentional, and everything you want to do in your life is intentional, be in your family, your personal, your work. So then your let's say I'm an employee right now, it I will question it like, is this something I want to do for the rest of my life? Is this meaningful? So I think we will always reflect back how or where we want to go and how like I lost my train of thoughts. But anyway, like how how to lead a purposeful life.
Yeah.
And that
Whether this is
and then becomes the question like, should solopreneur be my path?
The
Be yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with Eleanor. And I want to add on to AJ's point about
Mm,
this younger generation, the Gen Zs, right? They are more
mm,
exposed to these things even in school. We didn't have that.
mm,
So
yeah.
now in school they are exposed to business management, even in secondary school. So I just read yesterday that a 17-year-old it's a business duo, open a cafe physically. I'm like, 17 years old, what was I doing? So
always
they
yes.
had this like what Fitri was saying on and AJ, their self-driven is a lot, is
Mm,
really
mm,
much into their core, and they are
mm,
okay with taking risk. So I
mm,
think one could be the resources that's available out there, which is
right.
very much vast compared to my
Yes.
time at least. Um because I'm the oldest here. So and also their risk takers. Not I mean, if I were to compare with myself, right, I was not a risk taker at all. Being brought up by study hard, work harder kind of environment. So risking, even doing investment, is not something that we do in our family.
Mm,
So these days, when the kids turn 18, they know what investment is about. They know what's,
yes.
profit loss. They do their own investment without their parents' money. They have their own money because they do
Yes.
some other investments and they roll back.
Right.
So it's like, it's
Correct.
amazing because I think for me, in this age, in my 40s, I should learn from them as well to be
Mm,
risk takers, because I want
yes.
to also, live comfortably. I want to also, not be too stressed when I'm older because I don't have
Yes.
kids. I want to age gracefully and richfully. Rich.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think the expense of future solopreneur, I think it's huge.
Mhm.
And there's, I think, the one part that is actually growing right now is UGC, right? Fitri, UGC is growing. I think now they don't call it UGC anymore. Not about user generated content anymore, but it's more
Oh.
of like
Hmm.
CGC, content generated something. It's all about like content
I'll just
purposely to
look
yourself. Yeah,
at that.
instead of just
Mm.
giving
Entirely
you
new thing.
yeah, instead of
Mm-hmm.
giving you a random product and then you just do the content, but
Mm.
Uh-huh.
the right now the business owners can choose what product. So it's more like intentional again lah, in that sense.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Talking about self-driven, I was on Lemonade a few months back, just trying to study the app and see what the app can offer. I was consuming some of the posters there, and I realized that yep, there are these individuals that are in their 20s, going into the 20s, not even 20s, 18, 17. They are really self-driven. Why? Because they were sharing what they were doing and
Mm.
how are they getting where are they getting their income from, and they are sharing their experience. And sometimes when they share, they they are really open to sharing. Like they request for people to ask them how they did this because they want others to do this, to do the same as what they're doing. And do you think they are self-driven because they block off the option for to become an employee? You see, because back then when we're in our 20s, the option to work is there, the 9 to 5,
Yep.
being an employee. And then there's also another option that's a risk taker would be the entrepreneurship.
Yep.
Do you think now they are self-driven because they totally blocked the idea about becoming an employee, and that's how they just go to the other route and push through?
Just now I was thinking, okay, I'm so proud of Gen Z, but then I realized they are led by example, and I'm thinking the millennials set the path for them. Like, millennials started being this solopreneur like when they are after their 20s or maybe
Yeah.
late 20s lah.
Yeah.
But I think the Gen Z saw that opportunity, and that's when they think, oh, that's possible. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe that's how they think. Like there's a new path, and they think that's more viable and interesting to go towards.
I think I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, when I teach in schools now, I think the opportunities these kids have is a lot more than what we had, and I think it's going to keep increasing again and again. I mean, that's what the the people older than us, they were saying like, wow, now you all can do this. Last time don't have this. Then
Yeah.
but now
Now
I'm
we say,
saying that to the kids,
"Ooh,
like, oh my god, last time don't have this. This is like, wow, at that age they're learning Canva, they're learning video editing. Like, we don't have such things, So I think it's just the opportunities that they get is one. And then the exposure to it, like in school, like now I think the conversation has changed totally, right? It's
Yeah.
not just entrepreneurship is being introduced in schools as well. So
Yes.
yeah, I think definitely, we are going to see a lot more
Definitely going to rise.
solopreneurs. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sharing on top what Liana was sharing. I had recently I had a conversation with my husband talking about how my younger sisters in the 20s, they have this an immense amount of tools and to work, and there's no space for them to be lazy or say or complain or say that you cannot do this because it's there, it's already in front of you. You just need to like
Pick
start
and choose.
something,
Yeah.
law,
Hmm.
and see which one works. And
Mm.
it's
Oh,
possible for
can
them.
that be a challenge then? I mean,
Yeah.
because there's a lot.
Yes.
So how do you pick and choose? How do
I was
you
just saying that. I
like
was thinking
like
that.
take everything and then you decide which one is which one?
Yeah.
Like you have a sister who's 20s, right? Do you have this kind of conversation with her? Like,
Oh my, I wish I had a older sister or brother. I used to lie in primary school. Oh, I have a abang. Yeah, my kakak here. You don't have.
is that like
Because
another
you know
topic?
what?
The things we lie,
I because I'm surrounded by friends who have older brothers and sisters, and I see that they yeah lah, because of their behavior and what they choose to do, the younger ones follow. But knowing that now I'm the elder one, and I wish I had someone to tell me stuff, tell me to to be prepared, to stay away, to avoid warning, stuff like that. So what I did now, actually starting off last year, was to really get close with my sister because they were like complaining that after I got married, like I'm not close to them. Okay. So I told them everything that I know. So I told them what I'm doing. I told them that hey, there's this way to do to to get an income, or there's you can do this, you can create content. There's so many different ways. You just gotta try. And I told them about investment, which is totally not anyone will tell me at
yeah.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's I wish that I had someone to tell me all of this, open my eyes to a lot of things instead of me having to go out there and like, oh
Try everything.
yeah, what I didn't know about this. Um, where am I going with this? But yeah,
But I
But
think I get it. Yeah. I mean, cause over at Rika we have our youngest member, our youngest leader, Firdaus, right? So he's like 21, 22,
Yeah, around
and
there.
now and we are always telling him like, and he's always meeting other business owners
Yes.
as well. And we're always telling him like, hey, this is the time for you to grow your wealth.
Yeah.
You know, you have to like do this, you have to like
Mm.
explore this and that.
Mm.
And then he's saying, so I think recently he posted a video as well. So now he wants to be that thought leader among his generation, you
Mm.
know, telling them like, okay, y'all should do this because I've been getting people telling me like at this age, this is the time for me to like, yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I think, yeah, lah, that kind of thing, like the resources and the opportunities and yeah,
Mm.
exposure lah. That,
Yeah.
True.
talking about resources,
mm,
we're talking about the future of solopreneur
Yeah.
mm,
and big solopreneurs. We are alone, but it doesn't have to be a lonely journey.
mm,
And I think let's talk a bit about um AI,
Mm.
mm,
bit about what they can help us now that AI is on the rise. Everything's possible. I wanna ask, uh, is this something that you guys have ventured on? Are you doing it? Are you using a tool,
mm,
in AI tool, something that AI is different from having to outsource to someone
mm,
else. You're outsourcing to a robot. So do you have any tools that you're using, or yeah, I think I can just share what I'm doing.
Yes.
For the past 5 years, right, I have been doing my invoices and receipts manually,
mm,
just because I think that I can do it by myself. It
mm.
was until one of my business buddies, the one who forces people,
Who?
to
Cough, cough. Who?
hmm,
I don't know who.
to do our accounting for this year, and tried I explored, because tools vast, we just need to explore them, and I did. And so I'm exploring on the one of the accounting platforms, and I realized that, wow, this can save me a lot of trouble.
Mm,
And yeah, so I am exploring, in terms of automation for AI. I think for myself, I'm exploring on the accounting side. I think
Mm.
this can
Mm.
definitely
what
help
platform is
me.
it?
uh,
Huh? What,
you
Lena?
were saying, Eliana?
What platform
Oh.
is it? Accounting,
Oh,
yeah, the
I'm
AI.
exploring the Zoho
Oh,
books.
Zoho, okay.
Mm-mm. What
Awesome.
are you guys exploring, or have you used a certain tool AI that you really like, you want to share?
For
Mm.
me, the whole of 2023 is also exploring a little bit on AI.
Mm.
Of course, for me, it's more of the video portion. I usually tend to do my video extraction in terms of repurposing on manually also, like cut here and then stuff like that and put all the fancy things. So now using AI is so much easier, and I think I share a few with you guys, but I'm still using the Opus Pro clip. So
Mm,
that really helps for my repurposing from my long form videos.
mm,
Other than that, I'm also I do a lot of exploration in terms of the still on ChatGPT, trying to figure out, like how to make it really align to what, in terms of my content creation, my like
mm,
captions, whatever, to make it as human as possible.
mm,
And also, I think I have this revelation in terms of when I'm actually talking to this ChatGPT, I need to talk like a friend. Like
mm,
I talk to you guys. It has to be. I need to like fit a bit of information. Like I don't cannot
mm.
just like, okay, give me 10 topic ideas. That one will
Uh,
give me some random stuff,
very
right?
general.
And very
Yes.
Yeah.
robotic stuff. So I have to like give them, oh, okay, I need talking about this topic. Give me a good 10 ideas that you can give me. It's like really like a conversation. So
Mm,
I'm still learning in terms of the AI portion for automation to streamline, I guess streamline, say my word,
Mm.
streamline my content creation. Yeah. So still exploring the AI
mm,
portion for writing,
mm,
especially.
So
Mm.
we have like AI accounting. We know that AI you can use for your videos.
mm.
Name me another AI. Just one more AI that you guys are using for your
I
For
think Canva
visuals
agency.
has a
lah.
lot, right? Liana.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Canva.
Mm.
Why do I keep fucking Canva? Yeah, so
Canva
yes, so
Queen, come on.
I was like, because yeah,
You do a
Canva is
lot,
a
right? You do a
lot.
lot of
What can
exploration.
Canva do?
Yes,
What Canva AI can do?
Can I always tell my students, right? Canva like spoil market, So anything people
Yeah.
do, they also want to do. So now Canva has AI image generation.
Yeah.
AI has Canva has the magic write,
Magic
like
Write, yeah.
ChatGPT. Canva has the video editing, AI
Mm.
video editing as well. So
Yeah.
like they have a lot and all those like photo editing,
Yeah.
they all use AI as well. So yeah, Canva is like all in one because if you think about it, like the separate, all those separate AI, right? Macam like Claude, like
Yeah.
Mid Journey, like what else
A lot lah, a lot.
Opus not
A
yet
lot.
lah, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I
So
was I was
yeah,
like, can
Oh,
Canva go on Opus now? Then I
not yet
can.
not yet, not yet. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah,
they
I'm sure.
do
I'm sure. Yeah.
confirm. Yeah, knowing
The
Canva. So
possibilities.
yeah,
Right.
so
Doing
yeah,
captions, everything. Oh my gosh.
yes, but
Come
now not
on,
yet.
faster
Canva
skate,
also not yet.
Canva.
Yeah. No, they're doing so many things already.
No,
So
please. I need to slow down stuff.
yeah, actually, to be honest, if you talk about AI, right? Just now when Pichi mentioned a bit about AI, I was like, oh my god, I got a bit of like anxiety there, a bit like, oh no, like I feel like I am
tell us
slowly
why.
losing touch. Like cannot not slowly losing touch because there's so many new AI
Yeah.
tools
Mm.
coming up like very fast, and I'm
Yeah.
still stuck at the ChatGPT, Claude, and
Mm-mm,
the Opus,
mm-mm,
the very
mm-mm.
first, the very
The very
new,
first,
the
yeah.
very old ones lah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Mm.
okay, oh no, I have to like keep up. So there's this like, yeah,
I
Mm.
think
anxiety
It
about
it's
it.
goes back
okay.
to how the AI can help you, right? So
Yeah,
if
lah,
you
true,
know that
true.
something can help you, then maybe you adventure into it,
Yep.
explore into it more.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think, Liana, you're doing the strategizing part. Is
Mm.
there like an AI strategizing that you've is that where your anxiety comes in?
I mean, the
Like
only thing, no lah. I think when it comes to strategizing, I guess ChatGPT, Claude can help, but
A bit
still,
lah,
yeah, a bit lah.
but
Sometimes
not
the
too much.
ideas not so good lah. But it's
Yeah.
just, uh, yeah. Ultimately, they still need us. We still need to do the work at the
I
end of
heard
the
right,
I
day.
right.
heard a
Yeah.
podcast recently
Mm,
talking about AI.
mm,
Even schools are now using AI, right? But
mm, mm, mm,
I
mm,
think the question is to educators right now, or
mm,
business owners lah
mm,
as a whole, is how can we evolve ourselves so that we can be better
mm,
compared to AI. AI, yes,
mm,
they can help a certain portion, but at
mm.
the end of the day, there are certain portion that needs our own touch,
Mm,
our
mm.
own, especially like branding. You still
Yes,
need that personal touch to
correct.
it. That's why I think yes, it's good that you use AI to help you in certain ways,
Mm.
but at the end of the day, you need to tweak. You don't just copy paste from the AI
Yeah.
and
Correct,
use. You need to
definitely.
tweak to your voice, need to tweak to your own branding, so that when people
Yes.
read,
Mm,
they will know that it's actually coming out from you.
mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yep.
those kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our stand is that even with the rise of AI, a lot of tools out there that we can use at our expense, we still need to come in maybe 50%
Mm,
to ensure that these tools we can use it to ensure that our brand is a lot more
Yeah.
personalized,
mm.
not really personalized, like more personalized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
I'm getting from
I
you
mean,
guys.
I mean, yeah, I recall like some of the conferences I went last year as well. When it comes to AI, we take it. A lot of people are thinking like, oh, AI is going to replace our jobs. Those kind. The typical conversation lah. But then,
Mhm.
I think I remember one analogy they say like, like how when calculators came about, they were saying like, oh, all those people who use abacus, okay,
Because
they're gonna run our jobs, right? Yeah, but then what happens is they evolve to adopt
Mm.
that inside lah. So I guess the same for AI as
mm,
well. So that
Okay.
just that now the playing field has been leveled, so it's a lot tougher now to actually stand
yeah,
out. So really need to put in more effort. Yeah, it's even harder.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
yes,
Yeah.
I think
yes.
also,
still possible.
do you think it's also why, because now storytelling really
Mm,
tops the whole of content creation, because AI is there, but when you add in storytelling, that's where your AI and your brand can somehow gel together.
Correct. Like personal
So,
touch, eh?
right? Yeah, the storytelling, I think we're gonna have that and one
Yeah.
episode on that, right? So stay tuned, huh?
Yes. Stay tuned.
Well, okay, so that's quite a lot of things we spoke about. I
Mm.
think we understand where we are coming from. Okay,
Mm.
we can use AI to help us with our solopreneur journey, but there is still, our effort needs to come in at least 50-70% to
Mm.
ensure that we can work with AI to ensure that we have a personalized business or a
Mm.
brand going out about, so we don't look so rigid and
Mm.
robotic. Okay, so guys,
Yes.
let's wrap this up. That's it for today's episode. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, podcast on Spotify, and we're also on Instagram. Stay tuned to
Yay.
the next
Hey.
episode.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. All right.